everyone, this is Gypsy. I'm finally free.
This convicted murderer is loved by millions of people after she was released from the prison.
Rose Blanchard, and this is my first In-N-Out burger ever. I got a double-double.
Animal style.
That's hot.
She killed her own mother, but people are so crazy about her. Tons of people supports,
Gypsy, just make some TikToks for her.
Loves, and cares for her.
I'm just happy that she's out of prison and that she's finally free.
Which also made her a big influencer on the internet as well.
Look at this. Isn't this epic?
Gypsy Rose Blanchard's being featured in multiple documentaries and books right now. She now has almost 10 million followers on TikTok.
You how to make a prison-style energy drink with only 4 ingredients.
This is a crazy crime tale of Gypsy Rose Blanchard, who spent her entire life with totally fake illness. Her mother's name was Claudine, who suffered from Munchausen syndrome by proxy. Munchausen syndrome by proxy is basically a mental health illness where caregivers exaggerate and fakes disorders. That way, they can have long-lasting attention and sympathy for taking care of a sick child. When Gypsy Rose was a little baby, her mother Claudine would invent fake diseases for her, such as leukemia, seizures, asthma, and so many more that people can't count.
Going to Children's Mercy Hospital.
Claudine got so many supports for her daughter's fake illness. To make everyone believe her story, even her daughter, she gave Gypsy Rose so many medications, procedures, and surgeries to let her stay for so many years. Gypsy's poor young body didn't need all those things that Claudine was doing to her. Claudine was so out of her mind that she made her own healthy baby to be sick just so she can get people's attention, donation, money, and support. And of course, poor Gypsy was believed in her mother that she was actually taking care of her. But in reality, she was actually doing the exact opposite.
Anything that if I ran away, that things would be worse for me at home.
Gypsy's mother made a hole in her stomach so that she can have food by the tube, gave her oxygen tank, made her foot so weak that she had to sit on the wheelchair, pull out her teeth when they're rotted, and shaved her hair all the time. It's so mind-boggling to think about. Gypsy Rose lived in fake, never-ending illness for so many years since she was a little tiny baby. Gypsy didn't need any of these extreme treatments. She was actually 100% healthy if she wasn't disabled by her own psycho parent. In real life, people would see Claudine as sweet, loving, hardworking, and single mom who was taking care of her poor child 24/7. By the time, no one suspected her but loved her. She was so good at describing Gypsy's fake symptoms because she had some nurse training. When Claudine and her daughter went to the doctors, she would make an excuse and easily fool them. She would use her nursing words and tell them she had lost her medical records or would make up something else. You may be wondering where Gypsy's father had been for all this time. Claudine took her daughter and moved far away from his father so that he can't reach any of them. She also fooled Gypsy's father. Gypsy Rose was helpless all along this time with her mother. Whenever they go out in public, Claudine would squeeze her hand tight to make sure she doesn't talk pretty much. She was practically in prison with no human contact mostly, or was too sick to make any plans of running away. Poor Gypsy never had real friends because she never went to school like other kids. While Gypsy was living in hell, her mother was enjoying all the benefits due to her daughter's fake illness. All the free benefits would include charitable donations, sponsored concerts, a trip to Disney World, and even a new house. And of course, every bit of donations came from a good-hearted people who was worried and extremely touched about their story. When Gypsy gets older, she would be harder to control by her mother. She would begin to understand the real situation that she was in. And then one night, Gypsy tried to escape with a man who met with her online. Soon enough, Claudine caught Gypsy by tracking her down and dragged her to home. After trying to escape for the first time, she was chained in her bed for 2 weeks. Claudine not only smashed her computer and cell phone, she made her barely alive in her bed. After being in an extraordinary bad situation, Gypsy realized her mother could do anything to keep her benefits. There was only one thing Gypsy could think to escape.
You know, I saw her as an angel that could do no wrong.
In June 2015, 23-year-old Gypsy managed to have found a new boyfriend from online again, whose name was Nicholas. His boyfriend understood all the situation she was in and her trauma that she had took from her evil mother Claudine. They were desperate to be together, so they made a plan to escape. Gypsy suggested the only way they can survive is killing her own mother. Later, they made their plan. Nicholas entered their home and stabbed Claudine to death while Gypsy was hiding in the bathroom. There are so many details that I can't speak in here, but Gypsy posted her mother's death online purposely so that police can find her body. Long story short, Gypsy admitted everything she's done in the court.
Alright, so how old actually are you? Let's get that.
19.
19, okay.
Nicholas, her ex-boyfriend, will spend lifetime in prison while Gypsy served 8 years behind bars. In the end, Gypsy was living her best life after surviving this crucial story.
I only see it as a fall from grace.
This was the controversial story of Gypsy Rose. The people who watched this video, what's your thought about Gypsy's story, and is it really okay to be a big influencer on the internet after all she had experienced?
And I would rate this probably about a 7.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs up and subscribe. Peace out.
They're a little skinny. And as you can see, I'm nothing but skinny.